Hey guys, Seton HVAC. What are we looking at here? Why do I have this pipe laying here with two elbows? And why do I have a Panduit gun and a Panduit strap next to it? I wonder. Hey, good morning guys. Happy Saturday. So I've had some of you asking me, what is this Panduit trick on getting a round pipe together? So I figured on this Saturday I'd show you guys real quick. We're heading to the fair today, so I don't have much time, but I want to show you real quick. So here it is. All right, guys, the old Panduit trick here. So let's. I tried to mock this up the best I could in a real-world experience here. So let's say you have a fixed pipe here and a fixed pipe here, and you need to make that last connection. You don't have any room to move these. They're totally rigid and there's no slack. How do you get that last piece of pipe in there? So let me show you. So first obviously you're going to measure your distance here from the inside of the crimp here to usually on these it's about 1.5 inches. So I got my piece of pipe here. Do not snap it together. Leave it apart, okay? So then what you're going to do, let me see if I can get this zoomed out a little further for you. There we go. So then what you're going to do is you're going to take your crimp side and you're going to put it together, but you're going to leave the other side off, okay? So then what you're going to do, hold on, I did that wrong. You're going to slide the non-crimp side on first. I think I got my screw screwed down too far there. Hold on a second. It's the only way I could mock it up, guys. Okay, so you got that on. There, just like that. So you're going to be able to slip it on because it's not together. You're able to push this side on a little further. See that? See how it's past the crimp there? So then what you're going to want to do is put your crimp side together, and you're able to slide that in. Okay? Now, this is going to be too hard to snap that together in most instances now. So then what you do is you take your trusty Panduit strap and you slide it around the pipe like so. And you may want to be a little bit further this way with your Panduit strap. Okay, get your Panduit strap on there. Okay, then you're going to take your Panduit gun. Now, these Panduit straps aren't as nice as they used to be. They break a lot easier, but let's see if this is going to work. See how I can't quite get that snapped together? So then you take your Panduit strap, slowly cinch it together. See how it's drawing the pipe together here? See that? Slowly, and when it break, well, see my Panduit strap break, but you get the point. So then your Panduit strap would be locked on there, and just take your snips and cut it off after. I'm all snapped together, and now your pipe's all together, and you're rocking and rolling. And that, like I said, that's really good in an instance where these are fixed and they won't, you can't shift them at all. So leave your pipe unsnapped, get your uncrimp side over past there to where it's clear of this. Then you push your crimps together, push them in, and then line it up to where it's going to be. Get your Panduit strap on there, use your Panduit gun, that'll draw it and click it together. Hopefully that made sense. If I can redo it if that didn't work for you, but let me know. But that's how you do it. That's the Panduit trick for getting duct together. Hey guys, wait till you see what my distributor did to me today. Stay tuned. Good morning guys, Seton HVAC here. It is Monday, July 8th, 2024. Just waiting on my brother to arrive this morning. We're heading out to a 2-zone Mitsubishi Hyperheat system. Should be fun. And then around lunchtime we have a service call to go to. Looks like a heat pump's down. Probably another cap and go. You know how that goes. Just want to do a quick little intro this morning while I was waiting. We got a lot to discuss while we're riding out to the job, so I won't really have time for a drive-in intro this morning. So yeah, just a quick little intro. We got that going on today, and then, you know, it's going to be boiling outside, so probably going to get some other service calls to come in. I'm sure there'll be more than just the two things I mentioned, so stay tuned today, and I look forward to doing this for you on a daily basis. So thanks for watching, and enjoy today's video. All right, guys, we're here on site. So what we got here is a 2-zone Mitsubishi hyperheat system. It's an MXZ 2C20 NAHZ4, and that's going to be mated with an indoor wall unit, the MSZ GS15NA and MSZ GS06NA. So we had a little problem with Johnstone delivering all our small parts, so I guess we're going to go inside and probably start mounting these wall units. All right, Matt's going to check out the crawl space. It's going to be a light day today because Johnstone didn't get those parts delivered because they're short-staffed apparently. But here's where the heat pump's going. Don't have a pad, don't have anything for it because the delivery I was supposed to have on Friday didn't show up. So yeah, I guess all we're going to do today is mount those wall units and hope that I can still get this done tomorrow. All right, so the 6K unit is going to go right up there. He needs to move that smoke detector, so I'm going to wait for my electrician. It's a hardwired one, so it's going to have to be removed before we can mount the wall unit. Let me go show you where the 15K is going. All right, just went and grabbed some drop cloth. So the 15K is going down here. If you look, what's the best way to separate them down here? This will feed the downstairs, and then that 6K is going up on that wall. That's their little upstairs loft bedroom. So let's start some mounting. All right, I got my wall anchors here. I usually put a good 12 to 15 of them in them. I mean, it's something that's going to be there for about 15 years. So, and then I'll also get find a couple studs up there to put 2-inch zip screws in to anchor it down real good. But this seems to do a pretty good job. It'll hold pretty much any unit, any size, if you do it this way. Let's get to mounting this unit. All right, I got my wall bracket temped up there. Now, normally what I do is I'll put a screw there and then maybe one on the opposite corner and have it level with my level. And then I'll mark out the rest and I can put my anchors in. But this has some wood paneling that is plenty sturdy to support the unit. So I think what we're going to do is just use a bunch of 1-inch zip screws, and then I'm going to find a couple studs in there and put some 2-inch, and that's going to hold it. That's going to hold it plenty. And then we're going to get a spotter, and we'll spot that out. What I like to do is mark how far from that edge your center of your hole is going to be. So it's 2.5 inches. And then just make sure you're above the unit to the bottom of the hole. Do your spotter through, make sure you're good outside, make sure you're not going to hit a stud, and then go for it. Drill your hole, and I'll show you that in a minute. All right, since we had that wood back there, I just put buku screws in that sucker, and then we got some 2-inchers that are hitting studs right there, and one right there. I'm going to put another one there. Let's spot this hole. Okay, we got our spotter rod / insulation pin through. Let's go check it out on the other side. That's nice. There she is. So it's probably going to go that way and down to our unit, which is going to be right in here. All right, we got the hole drilled on the inside. Let's go on the outside and drill the hole. All right, Matt, let's get that hole drilled up there.
All right, let's do it.
Safe. Battery dying? No, push harder, come on.
Come on.
There you go. Almost there. Almost there. Let me take a look.
Okay.
All right, the hole is drilled. I had to go on a little rescue mission, but it's through. Let's go hang this unit. All right, we got the lines all taped up there. Just waiting for my brother to grab that ladder, and we'll go get her through there. All right, she's up there. Not much else we can do today because John Stone screwed up again and didn't bring our parts, so let's see what else we can get done out here. I got a service call I'll share with you a little bit later today, and that's how we'll finish out this video. Yeah, so this install is off to a flying start. So all we really are going to be able to get done today because of John Stone Supply is getting that wall unit hung and basically just stare at this thing in its box. I'm not going to drill any holes, still have the lines to put them in for the other unit. I don't have the lines to do it. Don't have my pad. I don't have anything to do this. I can't mount that upstairs unit because of that that smoke detector that I need my electrician to block off and make safe. I don't want to be responsible for tucking that in the wall. And then I also want to mention one other thing. Gensco keeps leaving my invoices with my equipment prices on them for the customer to see when I'm not here. Last straw, I've told them at least 50 times not to do that, and they did it once more. So I'm pretty pissed off about that. I wish I could get more done on this job today, but because of my distributors, I can't. So let's head off to that service call. All right, pulling off due to no fault of my own. I'm kind of on a rant today. I really hate it when they don't deliver stuff when I need it, and they make excuses. They probably just forgot again like they did in the past. And that invoice thing where they're leaving the customer my pricing for my equipment. And so about 2 years ago, it cost me a job because the customer saw my invoice and, you know, all of a sudden was wondering what I was making off of him and asked me if I could drop my price substantially. And, you know, of course I can't. I have to make a certain amount of money to stay in business. And, yeah, so he goes, nope, unless you drop your price, I don't want you doing it. I'm going to find somebody else. So I lost that project because of what they did. And I really reamed them. And they keep doing it. This is like the 4th or 5th time in the past 2 months they've left the invoice with the customer without me there. Ugh. Anyway, ran over. I got about a 30-minute drive to this service call for a no AC. It's a heat pump on a manufactured home. Hopefully it's another cap and go. We will see. I will be with you shortly. All right, so it looks like we have a 4TWB 3024 built in April of 2014, 2-ton basic 13-SEER heat pump. And as soon as I took the cover off, it's pretty apparent what the problem was. Capacitor's bloated, so let's pull it out of there and we will see what kind of readings we get off of it. So on our Herm compressor side, we have 0. And on our fan side, we have 0. She's dead. I could tell by the way it was all blown up, so let's go get a new one. Well, serious case of the Mondays. So I had a guy come by last night, and I replaced his capacitor for him, and I took my bin out that had all my capacitors. I left it in my shop. So luckily this job's only about 8 to 10 minutes from my house, so I'm gonna go run and grab the capacitors and I'll come back out here. Look at this beautiful place out here. This is Smith Rock State Park. Beautiful out here. Nice little winding river called the Crooked River down below here. I don't come down here often enough. I need to. That's the saving grace about this one, is it's nice out here. So I'm gonna go grab this capacitor, come back and get his heat pump running. I'll be back. Well, looky there. I set it next to the truck this morning because I was gonna move all of them so my brother could sit down, but he decided to just drive his own truck and follow me. So left it sitting right here in my driveway. Let's grab this guy, load him up. Let's go get this 40/5 capacitor in for this guy and get him some cooling. All right, we got our new 40/5 capacitor. Always test your new one before you put it in. So let's see what we got. So on our fan side we have 4.6, and on our compressor side we have, sorry, I did that wrong. On our fan side we have 5.13, and on our compressor side we have 41.67. Good to go. Alright guys, she's running. Simple cap and go. I've been getting these at the end of my day every day, so I'm not going to complain. House is cooling down. He said it got up to 97 degrees in the house yesterday, so they'll be able to sleep tonight, and that makes me happy. Let's get on our way. Okay, another quick, easy service call. I love it. I haven't been getting anything too complicated. Let's take in this scenery. It's just gorgeous down here. I think we take it for granted when you only live a few minutes away. This guy really does, probably because he lives right next to it. Probably gets tired of all the tourists. So yeah, in closing on that, so you know, it's another cap and go. Hold on a second, trying to turn here. It's another cap and go. I didn't check out any temps. I didn't really do anything else. I asked him, I go, hey, have you had any other issues? You know, are all your registers blowing good? He said yes. You know, it's a little junky, little manufactured home. So not gonna go crazy over analyzing. He'll let me know if something's not working. So yeah. It's only Monday. Today was frustrating. It was really frustrating. Hopefully that means tomorrow will be better. You know, I gotta think of the glass as half full. So another day in the life. I just wish other people wouldn't step on my toes. You know, trying to be productive and make some money. But yeah, that's a wrap. I'm gonna go down, probably come back down here after I'm off, and come back down here with the family maybe, and check this place out since I live so close. I don't know why. I don't know why I don't come down here. It's crazy, but yeah, we've got some good content coming up the rest of the week. Tomorrow we're gonna finish up that 2-zone. Hopefully, I have all my parts and everything goes well, and then we got another. More intense one that's got some duct work and stuff that needs to be done on it. So lots of good stuff coming up. Lots of interesting installation stuff for sure. And then I'll get these little service calls mixed in. Cap and goes aren't very exciting to watch, but they're exciting for me because it's quick and easy, and the customer's happy at a minimal expense, which is very important. So thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Hey guys, in today's video, it starts out with a no call, no show from a new hire to another distributor screw up. I'll get into detail with that, and we ended up with these at the end of the day. Stay tuned. Good morning guys, Seton HVAC here. It's a beautiful Friday, July 12th, 2024. Before I get into what today entails as far as my workload, I want to talk about something that happened this morning. So I haven't talked about it, but I've been trying to hire somebody to help alleviate some of my stress and some of my back aches, honestly. That's why I've had my brother helping me. I can't find anybody else to work. So I finally found somebody, a journeyman, 8 years experience. I think he's got, yeah, he had a trade school certificate. I mean, he did everything the right way. He came from one of the larger companies over in Portland area, over in the valley, other side of the mountains from here. Resume was good. I even checked his references. You know, they can't tell you much other than the days he worked, but they said I'd like him, and et cetera, et cetera. Can do the job. So I had him hired. He was supposed to be here at my shop at 7:30 this morning. 7:30 rolled around. 7:35, 7:40. Where is this guy? So I think it was about 10 to 8. I decided to shoot him a call. I think he overslept. I don't know. But it's almost like he pocket answered me. He answered, and I could tell it was him kind of rustling around. And then the phone went click. I'm like, what the heck? So I tried calling back, and it went straight to voicemail, or it rang once and went to voicemail, like he kicked me off. So, you know, I just threw my hands up. What the heck, man? So here I am, leaving a little bit later than I normally would, without any help once again. So I don't know what the heck's wrong with these guys. You know, you think you have somebody good and you can get them started, and they pull this kind of crap. I don't get it. And he still hasn't called back. And this is about 40 minutes later. So I don't know what happened to him. He drank too much last night, or just doesn't want to work, doesn't like me. I don't know. So that's that. So I'm headed off by myself to this 3-zone Mitsubishi system that I'm installing for this nice couple in Bend, Oregon. It's going to be 2 12K wall units and 1 12K concealed ducted unit up in the little attic space that's in this house. You'll see. Should serve them well. You know, I need help moving this equipment around, and so I think what I'm going to do today is maybe hang those 2 wall units. I'm going to get some measurements for line sets, and then I'm going to go back to the shop and prep line sets, and I'll probably get some video back there too. So hope you enjoy the video today, and I'll see you on the site, on the job site. All right, guys, I'm here on site, and there's my buddies right there, Gensco. So they brought me some stuff today, and the pricing wasn't on the invoice, thankfully. So I don't have an issue with them, except that they forgot to load something on the truck for me. So now I'm missing something that I need for later today. So let's hopefully they go back to their warehouse and bring back out what I need. He's on the phone with the front desk right now. So on another note, I'm not going to show you the invoice, but that's the invoice that Johnstone just delivered me. Handed it to the customer with my prices on it. I swear, I don't know what I got to do to get through to these guys. Well, let me go show you the equipment. All right, I'm over here by the equipment. So what we have is a PEAD A12AA9 concealed ducted unit. It's the medium static unit. It'll handle 0.6 inches of static. So I upgraded them over the SEZ unit that is a low static, just because I want them to get good airflow upstairs. This is going in the upstairs portion in the attic. And then I got 2 MSC GS12 NAs. can't see that very well. Drain pan. I got my little C box for the return. Plenums for the, I'm missing a plenum. I should have 2 of these. Maybe that other one was on back order. And then there's a C box there. I think they screwed up. Oh no, no they didn't. That's the other plenum there. I was mistaken. So I got my supply and return plenums for this guy. And then that's what Johnstone dropped off. Just a couple of pads and some refrigerant lines that I need. So should have everything I need here to get this guy going. Grills, etc. So there we are. Let's start moving equipment around. I'm going to get those wall units in where they go, and probably do those today, and then go back home and prep line sets. Okay, guys, I got the heat pump set here where it's kind of going to go. It's going to go over here, just to the right of this window here. They'll be able to pull that window shaker out. And then this is a MXZ 4C 36NA3. So they didn't go with the hyperheat unit because they mainly want this for cooling, and they're well aware that this isn't going to do all the heating for them. So in this instance, a non-hyperheat will work just fine. So the attic lines for that concealed ducted should come out, probably right in there somewhere, and come down. And then the other 2 indoor units are going to be able to pop out, and I'll roto hammer through the foundation, so they'll pop out, you know, right there to come into the unit. So it'll be a nice clean install for the 3-zone. Let me show you the indoors. All right, guys, so here's one of the 12K wall units, and it's going to go right there where she removed her wallpaper, so she didn't have it behind, because they're going to end up peeling all of it off. But she just wanted to get it prepped for me. And then the other one, and I'm not going to go in this room because Mom's in there with the dogs, but it's going to go right on the other side of this wall, right there. And then I'll have a little bit of line height that'll shoot outside down to get me into the crawl. And yeah, so when I was showing you outside, you know, that was the window shaker I was showing you. So the heat pump's going to go right there. You know, this one and the one behind me, wall units, they're going to shoot in the crawl, and they'll come out the crawl there. And then that, you know, the one from upstairs will come down nice and clean. So gonna be a fun one. Oh, let me show you the upstairs attic space. So let me head up there. I want to show you where that concealed ducted's going. All right, I got this cover off. I don't know how well you'll be able to see in here. It's dark, but just gonna go back in here. There's enough room. It's not going to be the most room, and you won't be able to get in here afterwards, but they'll have air conditioning. So the return's going to go right there. The thermostat's going to go right there, and then they'll have a I think we agreed to put the register there. Sorry about the finger again, it hasn't healed yet. Yeah, one register there, and the other one probably just centered on this wall somewhere. Low as I can get it. I don't usually like to run flex pipe, but being that it's a hot stinking attic and we're in the middle of a heat wave still, I'm probably gonna flex these. 8-inch flex will be fine. I might even do 10s because it's a 12K unit, and it's medium static, medium to high static. I can always put dampers in them too, or just damper them at the register. But 10-inch flex over to these with some do some like 6x14x10 boots. I haven't got that part figured out yet. That'll be next week. But I'm not far from the parts house, so anything I need I can just get. So that's how that's going to go. Filter's going to be in the grill there, so they don't have to go in there for the stupid filter that they put in these. But I'm real happy I could get the PEAD units for them. It's only like a $300 difference, so it's well worth it to me to make sure it gets good airflow up here, because I'm sure it's cooking. It's already warm, and it's still morning time. So yeah, I'm not gonna mount those wall units today. I'm just going to I just wanted to lay everything out, and then I got a list of what I'm missing, so when I come back Monday I can hit it hard. I'm gonna go back today and prep those line sets. So those are ready to go. It makes it nice. Just roll them up and then they're already ready to go. So a lot of prepping, a lot of time is lost prepping those on site. So let me button this hole back up, and we'll get on the road soon. I might show you where I left the concealed ducted and stuff, and the parts that came along with it. Show you what I'm doing there before I leave. But I'm gonna get out of here and go do some prep work and get some orders in on this Friday. It's always a mad dash on Friday to get stuff ordered up. All right, guys, so I got everything stacked neatly under this little carport deal they have here. Got my all thread line hide pieces, line hide fittings are in that tub, and then all the other stuff I showed you earlier. And then I'm going to use that flexible drain line. I hate the stuff, but all these drains are going to be outside. I'll hard pipe the one that's going to have that little piece in that room, and then I might just run that one all hard pipe, schedule 40. But the other, well, I'm saying that wrong. The one I will use that for. I will PVC, obviously, the concealed ducted and everything, so it's mechanical. So yeah, that's it. There sits our pancake, our little PEAD unit. Real happy that we could get that for them. It's a superior unit to that cheaper one. So you'd think the price would be more of a difference, but it's not. So let's move along, and I'm gonna fill you in on what they screwed up on again. So stay tuned. All right, heading back to the shop to prep those lines, those refrigerant line sets. Good way to end a Friday, although it's not really Friday to me since I'm going to be working Saturday and Sunday. I'm that backed up, and I can't work 12-hour days anymore. My body just can't take it. So 6 to 8, 7 days a week, I'm still putting my time in, I believe. And that doesn't even count all my administrative stuff that I have to do, ordering stuff, paperwork, etc. So I put my time in. So that being said, I want to talk about my distributors again. So I pulled up to this job, and as I mentioned, and the delivery guy is handing the customer an invoice with my prices on it again. This time it was John Stone Supply. Let me say that again. John Stone Supply. After I've told them repeatedly that I don't want paperwork even with my equipment deliveries. I don't need it. If I need an invoice, I can print it up. I can print it up on my in my email in about 30 seconds. So no more invoices, please. I can't have customers seeing what I pay for stuff. I can't make it any clearer than that. And then Gensco, and it may not have been their fault this time. They didn't deliver my contactors. I need that one for the job on yesterday because I'm going to go back out there tomorrow, and it's not like I can get it tomorrow because they won't be open. So it may not have been their fault though, because the online system said that they were in stock, so I ordered them, and he told me that they weren't in stock. I mean, it's a simple single pole 30 amp 24 volt contactor, so get me a replacement. I don't care. It doesn't have to be a OEM. You can't get them anyway. I'd have to go to a different place for an OEM one. Just find me one. I don't care if it's 2-pole. It's gonna work. So think off the cuff and get me a replacement. So he's gonna do that. They're gonna bring four of them because I want to have 3 more for stock. 4 of them up to my shop today. So, wow. Sorry, that guy just flew by, almost hit that little baby deer, that little fawn, but he missed him. Thank goodness. Whew. So yeah, anyway, oh man, poor little guy. Rant over on the distributors for today. Hopefully I don't have to keep ranting about it. So, yeah, let's go back and finish up prepping these line sets and enjoy this beautiful day. It's only mid-90s today. It feels pretty cool out, sarcastically. So I'll see you back at the shop. All right, guys, I got my prepping material for these line sets. Partial roll of 3/8, partial roll of 1/4, plenty of communication cable. I got another backup roll there if there's not enough on these, but I think there might be to do what I need to do. And then my electrical tape running a little bit low, so use up some of these partials. I can find some more if I need to. I got that stuff everywhere. And then let's go over here to our list. So mom's room, that's the closed door room that I showed you, the one I didn't want to go in. That's the longest one, 75 feet. Living room, I just guesstimate on that, 15 feet. And then the upstairs, the concealed ducted unit, is going to be 50 feet. Best way to measure these up is to measure with your tape like you normally would, and then add 10 feet, add 15 feet, because the last thing you want to do is be short. It's if you're a little bit long, you're fine, just like in life. So yeah, that's how I do that. And then I wanted to come back here and do it because I can stay shaded all the way across here, and with the long one I'll come out over here up through there, and then out through my back deck there, so it'll be all shaded. I don't have to do this out in the hot sun like I would as if I was at the customer's house. So let's get prepping. Okay guys, we got her all roughly strung out here. Let me show you the length. And I'm a firm believer that you should do the longest one first. Do the one that's the most labor intensive first. Then as you work through them, it gets easier. So you can see it's kind of cattywampus now, but it'll all get cleaned up and taped. And I want to show you again my little reel setup I do for my communication cable. It's a piece of PVC with my 2-foot ladder. So let's get to taping. Lots of taping to do. Alright guys, she's all taped together, ready for Broadway. One thing I want to note, whenever you cut these, whenever you cut the pipes, well, you can see that. Let me turn around. Whenever you cut the pipe in your roll, tape it immediately. You don't want anything getting in there, moisture, debris, crap, whatever. Tape your ends right away when you cut these. Stuff you're storing in your shop, whatever, cut all your ends. I can't stress that enough. And when you prep these, take your time and make sure your cable's on the same side of your lines the whole way. Don't have it winding around all sloppy. And then tape it about every 18 to 24 inches. Keeps it nice and clean. And it looks better, and it makes it easier to pull too. This is going to be a pretty difficult pull on this one, so you want to keep it as smooth as you can. So we're going to do the other two, and then I'll show you how you roll these up for transport back to the job if you're doing them at your shop. I'll be back. All right, guys, got everything all finished and prepped on these. So you can see how I rolled these up. Probably about 3 feet high, 3 feet circumference. Roll that up and you won't kink anything. And you can do that. That's a good way of prepping your lines, so when you go on site, all you gotta do is just unroll them and install them once you got your holes drilled. Another thing I want to note too is, on your SO cable, your communication cable, it's 14-4 stranded wire inside of this. Leave yourself a few feet, because you're gonna need that to go past where these flare connectors are into the unit. So always leave yourself a few feet on each end, depending on which end ends up lining up with the unit. And then so I got both of them there. And then just these ones I can just prep. It's such a short run. I'm just going to flare the ends first, like I did on that other job, and just throw these in. So enough material to do that little one. And then I got my leftover cable there. So yeah, and then ends are taped on everything, so always make sure you tape your ends right away, like I said before. And yeah, that's a wrap on that. On a wild day today for me. I'm ready to relax a little bit and sit down at the computer and do some administrative stuff, which I love. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.